Welcome back to Gossip Media for the latest in pop culture, fashion, music, celebrity gossip, entertainment news, and business highlights. Let's get to today's stories. Popular YouTuber and influencer Alicia recently revealed that she is pregnant and she seemed so happy. Let's listen to her announcement.
As you've seen in the title, I'm pregnant, guys. I am very pregnant, and it's still so surreal. It's still so, I won't say unbelievable, but it's still very exciting. And now that I'm finally sharing it with you, I must say it's surreal in a way to know that there's a baby on the way. I am a baby on the way. It's mine, finally, at 35. Here I am about to embark on motherhood. So, yeah, I am 4 months pregnant and a few days right now. And honestly, I've been holding this in. In the beginning, I was sure that of course I'm going to announce it. Of course I'm going to take the big up crew on the journey, of course. But as I've progressed in my pregnancy and as I bond with my baby in my tummy and as I reflect on how the internet is, I started to wonder, do I want to announce this? Do I want to share it? Do I want to put it out there? And I spoke to my doctor. He said, make your announcement at 3 months and whatever. And I'm like,
Congratulations, Alicia. I had no idea that she was 35. She looks to be in her mid to late 20s. Alicia rose to popularity when she started dating Boo, her now ex-husband. Their age gap relationship attracted public interest, and both the relationship and the divorce were public. I'm glad to see her starting a positive new chapter, and I wish her the absolute best. It was recently announced that popular YouTuber and social media sensation RushCam has been chosen to host the Fenty Beauty launch in Jamaica. And this is a significant achievement. Just imagine having that on your resume. Wow. I read the comments and everyone is saying that he is the perfect choice for the role because of how professional he is. There were plenty of positive remarks, so I just wanted to take this moment to congratulate Rush. I've seen him on The Social House and he has done an excellent job being the host, so it will be interesting to see how this unfolds. I'm not sure how they selected their host, but this demonstrates that there are always people watching, so it's important to be mindful of your online presence since it reflects your resume and your reputation. So again, congratulations, Rush. So Forbes recently released its 2025 World's Billionaires list, and only 2 female musicians made the list, Rihanna and Taylor Swift. And I want to congratulate both ladies, but Rihanna we expected, but Taylor Swift, OMG, right? Because she achieved this solely through music and touring. So that's an accomplishment I doubt that's ever been done before. So I know the Swifties love them some Taylor, and I just want to say congratulations to both ladies, but Taylor Swift, girl, you did that, okay? So Terrence Howard recently sat down with Valuetainment to do an interview, and somehow P. Diddy's name got brought up. And let's just listen to what Terrence had to say.
Who knows what happened to Philip? Who knows what he had to do in order to get to where he was at? There's a lot of things that people do that end up sitting and they can't get over it. And they got to keep getting high, hoping to get it out of their head. But when you lose your man card, That's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card,
What is that? What do you mean by that?
you give up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it, a man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Now I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right of being a mother and taking care of her family and do all those things, when you give up those things, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Get punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid. And next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card, no matter what.
Man, I mean, one of the things you're seeing, you went to a whole different place.
Sorry.
No, I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place, what benefit is that if I lose my integrity? You got to go in as a principal. And what we were brought in here as men. We produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat for a reason, because the aggression is necessary. You don't trade that in, no matter what.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequences when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music, and he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you or looking at you like you're a woman. When you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room. And that's always been my whole thing, and have lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way. I don't compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that shit, because the man card means everything.
I don't have much to say regarding what he mentioned about Diddy, because I've heard these stories so many times. I'm not shocked by them. However, it is refreshing to see a man stand by his integrity and beliefs. He mentioned losing opportunities because he wouldn't bend over, and I find that troubling. It raises the question, why would someone want to exchange that type of favor for opportunities? Is it truly that valuable, or is it enjoyment, or is it just to recruit other people so they can feel like, oh, everyone is like me? I dislike people who misuse their power. If someone is not interested in something, just let them be, because there are so many other persons out there that would be willing to bend over anytime, right? But please share your thoughts below. Let us know what you think about the situation. Othello, produced by Kandi Burruss, has officially produced the highest grossing Broadway play of all time. In just its first 7 shows, Othello, starring Denzel Washington and Jake Gyllenhaal, brought in $2.8 million, surpassing the previous record held by Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Now, let me tell you, Kandi's success as always speaks for itself. And this is just a really proud moment. I miss her on Real Housewives of Atlanta, but it is what it is. Obviously, she has things that she needs to do and things that she's trying to accomplish. And this is just a good look overall. You know, she's stepping into the movie business, and that's always a good business to go into. So shout out to Kandi, and well done Denzel and Jake Gyllenhaal and the rest of the cast. I hear that the play is amazing, right? So again, Kandi, congratulations. Everything you touch always turns to gold anyway. But this is just a really proud moment for me because I personally love me some Kandi, okay? But that's it for today's show, guys. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Bye!